We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now a first carry, and right away he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Monroe. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. We talk about this Washington defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out left to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
That is incomplete. But you look at this defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Monroe. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 3rd down, Monroe.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Gibson again.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They spotted at the 49.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Monroe. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown. Curtis Samuel. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, for incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if we can get something going here on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw. Monroe. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Monroe. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. looking to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw.
He's got room past the 30.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a much-needed accomplishment there on 3rd down. They've been forced to punt far too many times already. They needed something to go their way, and they're able to get a new set of downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
Able to avoid him at the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll go again with Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Monroe.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his night. Continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Go, Shaq! Go, Shaq! Shaq, Panthers!
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Set up! Go, Reed! Go!
Once more, Gibson.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19. Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Monroe.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
He may go.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Evan Ingram, 83 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Flag.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and 10.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Come on.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Monroe. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ready.
A give running right, Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Mustang 19.
Try to take this home. They'll run. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Gibson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
You got this. Let's win.
On the set.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Smash, smash.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes you get a first and goal, you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over.